I'm Max Venus, and in this video we're going to look at delay plugins in FL Studio. So FL Studio has three main delay plugins. I've got them all here for you to have a look at. Okay, so I'm just going to show you delay 2 now. It's a pretty straightforward sounding delay. It's more of a digital delay. So you can increase the feedback, so the number of times that this is going to repeat by turning this knob here. So all the way to infinity. And then all the way down. So we're only getting a few repeats there. Then you can add in a low pass filter to those repeats as well to give it a more subtle sound. It's got a few different modes here as well. So at the moment we're in normal. So you can go for an inverted, which just basically inverts the pitch. Or there's also ping pong, which is quite interesting. To get ping pong to work, you'll see it's still pretty stereo. But if you pan this to the right now, you can see now we're getting the ping pong effect. And then there's the volume input, so the level that's going into this delay here. So you get more feedback essentially the more you drive this delay. Okay, just going to reset that one there. And then you've also got control over the time, so the time between each of the delays that are triggered. So you can bring this right down. You can also right click it and set it to a specific step value. So it's ultimately syncing it to your project. So you can go up for. Okay, and then there's offset, which basically just shifts them ever so slightly off the beat. So if you're on the grid, then it might sound a bit different. So play around with that. You can work on arpeggiators quite well. And then there's just the dry level here at the end. Okay, so moving on to the next delay, which is the Fruity Delay 3. So this is an advanced analog style delay. You can get some really cool effects with this one. So pretty straightforward sound at the moment. There's a time knob straight here on the left. Again, you can right click and set this to any value. The good thing here is you've got actual time values, so 8th note, 16th note, 32, etc. All the way down to, and you've got some triplets in there as well. All the way down to like 64. Just look at some of these. Okay, so this one's also got different modes. It's got mono as well. Completely mono delay there. Stereo and ping pong. With this, you don't need to turn any pan knobs, so it's just straight ping pong. The feedback here. Cut off. Also resonance. Going to reduce that feedback. So there's different filters you can apply. High pass, turn it off, and a band pass filter there. So experiment, see what you can get. There's also a sample bit crusher here, which is pretty interesting. So we'll add some feedback. You can see I'm degrading that sound there. Then you can adjust the bit size as well. So really crushing it. All the way into absolutely nothing. It's pretty cool effects there. So modulation as well. You've got a pitch modulator. Adjust the rate of that modulation. And then you've also got a filter modulator as well. So we've got a low pass filter here. I'll just change this to low pass, and then you can see that that's actually modulating the filter as well as the pitch, so pretty cool. Just going to dial that back. So there's also diffusion. It's almost feeding itself back in, creating more feedback. And some almost ring mod sounding. Moving over now to the distortion section, you've got a saturator. So you can hear the feedback sound is You can hear the saturation coming in there. There's also a limiter. So you can just adjust the threshold there. Really crush it. Gonna reset those. Okay, and then there's just the wet knob. So the amount of wet you're dialing in. The tone, it's quite a bright reverb down to dark. And then you can completely dial out the dry as well there. Really powerful tool. Okay, so moving now over to the delay bank. So the delay bank is a bank of delays. They're all identical and you can feed them into each other. It's a pretty crazy one. I'll show you some of the presets on this. The interesting thing about this delay is it's got a grain, it's a granulizer basically. Let's try and dial that in. So as you can see, really great creative tools, really powerful. So in this video, we've looked at FL Studio's delay plugins, the Fruity Delay 2, the Fruity Delay 3, and the delay bank.